This is Pet Life Radio. Let's talk pets.
Hey everybody, welcome to Groomer Humor on Pet Life Radio. As always, we are your hosts. I'm Rudy V along with Anthony Ray. First and foremost, as always, guys, we want to thank our producer, Mark Winter, and Pet Life Radio for giving us the opportunity. We also want to thank you guys for tuning in. In this episode, guys, very, very exciting news. We may be moving our shop. We may be expanding. So we're going to be talking about the process, and we're going to be talking about our excitement. It's not 100%, but it just might happen. So stay tuned in this episode, and we're going to talk all about our move.
Are you listening to this right now with a cell phone clenched between your teeth as you frantically flip pages on your paper calendars? Or are you a new breed of groomer, bred for speed and efficiency of movement? 123 Pet software automates your communications, doing the reminding, confirming, thanking, and marketing for you. 123 Pet centralizes your schedule, employees, clients, inventory, and more. 123 Pet is the business management software you need. Start minding your business today. Visit 123petsoftware.com.
Let's talk pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back to Groomer Humor. Once again, I'm Rudy V, along with Anthony Ray. And as we mentioned, guys, very, very exciting news. We might be expanding our store, our grooming shop. And we're so excited about it. And Ant, are you excited about it, man? It's crazy stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's, it's going to be weird and sad if it does happen. Exciting and sad at the same time because we have been here for God, how many years now? Has it
20
been?
Years. Yeah,
20
my
years.
Little store, our little store, man.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. But we're sort of, with the channel and everything that we've done in the last couple of years now, I guess it would be great to upgrade a little bit. It's almost like we sort of outgrew a little, not really, like, not as far as like the volume of dogs that we groom, but just in general, like we could use some more space, I think. I think it would help us a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Because like you said, we didn't really outgrow it as far as dogs. We're not doing, we're not expanding to do, 20, 30 dogs a day or anything. We're definitely going to have to work a little harder, but more or less just because of the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
We have all this filming equipment, and guys, our store is so tiny. We have like a little 600 square foot store. So with any luck, we're moving into a much bigger space. We're just kind of in the talks of it now, though. It's not 100%, but please, guys, please pray for us because we really want this. So, again, we're just excited, but we need the room because we want to create a more studio environment where we don't have to like lug the camera and put it up on a shelf or put it away every time for fear of knocking it over or the lighting. Like everything could just be out. We'll have more room, aside from the fact that our store is so small that Anthony and I are constantly just bumping into each other on top of each other. Not to mention when we have dogs here, it just takes up even more space. So, I can't get to the bathroom half the time. It's really funny because if you guys saw our store, you would know what I'm talking about. Like even the podcast that we're doing right now, like Anthony's in the bathroom,
Yeah.
and, but, thank God for podcasts. Like you don't see us.
Yeah. Like you guys don't know this, but definitely once or twice, I've gone to the bathroom during a show. You guys don't know it because the magic of radio. Just to, mute the mic real quick. This isn't going to take more than 15 seconds. So I figure, all right, you know what? If I got to go that bad, let me just let my dad babble, spew more nonsense for 15 seconds without me, and just get it done.
Exactly. My nonsense that nobody wants to hear, while you go in there and take a pee.
Yeah.
But me, on the other hand, I'm in the retail part of this little small store. And because Anthony's in the bathroom, it blocks my ability to go to the bathroom. So I'm over here knee smacking it throughout the whole show. I got to get in there, and it's just, but
the thing is too, is even if I was, see the way, and I, maybe before if this upgrade happens, maybe we'll do the shop tour that we're leaving. You guys will see there's like one lane for this whole store. It's like from the front of the store to the back of the store, there's just one path. So anytime I'm there, it's like there's just not a clear cut path to the bathroom. It's very tiny.
And plus, we might add also, Anthony, that you and I are both up at least like 50, 60 pounds. So it's really like a half a lane.
Yeah, the store's really filling up.
Yeah, we've turned it into a half a lane because of our body.
Mm-hmm.
But So but again, guys, the exciting part is, and we're so grateful, we're hoping that it happens. We're kind of talking about it right now. And we're actually going to be in the same strip mall that we're at. So it's very convenient. We're not moving to a different area or anything. We're just moving to a bigger store, God willing, in the strip mall that we are currently at. But the important thing about this is anybody that wants to open up a grooming shop has to know that, you got to build your shop. And this would be my fourth shop that I built, because I used to work out of my house, and I built a small little grooming shop there, and that was real tiny. I basically just got like a regular tub, and that was simple. And grooming shops are not difficult to build either, because you don't really need much. But with that being said, there's still it's critical that you do things right. For example, like the height of your tubs, you want to either, some people, I'm old school, so we're using like regular tubs as opposed to some of the tubs that you can buy, like the actual dog grooming tubs, the stainless steel ones, because I tend to like those. They're a little bit wider, they're smoother on the inside in case a dog kind of, slips or falls. He's not banging his chin on a sharp edge or anything like that. And nothing against those tubs. Those tubs are great too. It's your preference. And the other thing you want to make sure of too is that, you have enough power. You got to run maybe a 220 line or two, because, you may use a box dryer, and you just want enough power where, if you have another person grooming, you can run your clippers, and you can run your force air dryers, and you can run your fluff dryers. And you really have to put it all together. Your tub placement has to be close to, a drain. So it's crazy because, like I said, it's not difficult to do, but tub placement's important. And there's a lot of intricate things that you have to consider if you're going to build your own dog grooming shop.
And a lot of them are easy to forget or to not even think about, like the tubs. The tubs are really, because they're attached, there's plumbing involved and everything. Like, tubs require a ton of thought, that like intricate thinking, like the height of it, like you said. Like, I've never been a big fan of the stainless steel, the grooming tubs I'm talking about. That they're bad. Like, some of them have like the door and the little ramp. That, let's be honest, no dog is using that ramp. I would be very surprised.
But you really have to train the dog to use it.
Yeah, because they're very clunky. Like, that ramp is loud. And I always felt like they're low. Like, they're a little too low.
A little bit.
Because I've seen, we have, a couple of friends in the grooming industry. And again, they're totally usable, but I've seen them bathe in those tubs, and it's like, man, it's just so low. Isn't that backbreaking? Like, maybe for a big dog, it's probably good, but like, we do a lot of, Shih Tzus and Yorkies and whatnot, because you're on your 16th hernia. So, we kind of calm down on the big breeds a little bit, but I like the way we do our tubs, because they're up. Basically, we're short, but they're still up.
They're up. And also they look cool because they're white. So it really stands out. Like, our tubs kind of look really cool because they stand out. But speaking of my hernia, one of the reasons why you get a hernia is because you're spot lifting dogs. And because we're in such a tight spot and we have so little room, we're constantly spot lifting dogs, as opposed to getting that little bit of, like, not a running start, but like a step and lift. Like, when you get to step and lift, you're not using like all of your core to lift a big, 90-pound golden. And again, just having more room. And again, I like the fact that we're going to create this little studio environment. And we're not going to sell any product. We're going to do it very salonish, again, if it goes through. Very salonish, very, sell a couple of really nice shampoos, but very studio-ish and very sleek. We want that real sleek contemporary look. And yeah, like I said, it's a lot of fun, but it's a lot of stress. And you guys out there might be, working on your dog grooming shop now. And if you are, send us some pictures. Let us know. Let us know what you're doing. Let us know how you're designing it, because I think grooming shop design is just awesome. It's just cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of things that you just wouldn't think of, like you just said, too, like the retail, right? Like the store we're in now, this was 20 years ago. So our retail area where people drop off is a decent size because at the time, their online sales, what we do now, we sell product, but it's through our YouTube channel. We do through Amazon, and that wasn't around 20 years ago. So now we have this bigger space up there that we're not even moving product. We don't really sell very much. So we have like this bigger room that doesn't really warrant that. So like if if this goes through with the new place, we're kind of like going to shrink that down a little bit, make it a little bit more comfortable, a nice bench up there, for people to sit or something. But, really no reason to have like shelves and this and that, leashes, whatever. Like, we could have that stuff. But
yeah, we're going to have stuff that we kind of just give away, treats and things like that. Leashes. I have a bunch of leashes here. But, it's not even that we don't want to sell product. But to be honest with you, we have been outdone by the bigger places. When people need, a leash or a collar, they're on their way to, PetSmart and Petco, and that's fine because they have, a wider selection and they can get a better price, and that's okay. So again, I think that dog groomers, veteran dog groomers especially, we've kind of opted to have more just a well-designed shop where we're focusing mainly on the grooming. And again, we're going to have some high-end products that we like to recommend and sell. But yeah, the times of having a retail for the small guy like us, I think those times are kind of gone.
Yeah,
so,
it's also just easier too. It's like there's a lot of times where our customers will ask, what kind of nail clippers do you use, or where can I get the brush that you guys use? Do you sell it? And we do have some on hand to sell them, but if we don't, it's just so much easier to tell them, go to our nail clip video on our channel. You'll find the link there. You can grab the nail clippers there. Like we'll show them, and it's like, yeah, they look like this. Go to this video. It's just like, because why suck up all that space in the front with wall space to hang leashes and but put 1,000 shelves with a ton of different shampoos when it's like, yeah, you're probably just going to get that online anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
It gives us more room to work in the back. Like it makes the grooming area grow, and it makes our studio area grow by not sucking up all that space in the front with product that is probably just going to sit there anyway.
Yeah, and it allows us to do more of what we want to do, which is this. We want to do more podcasts. We want to do more filming. We want to focus more on the grooming end of it and teaching people how to groom and talking about grooming. So it's fitting. I'm fine with it. You know what I mean? I'm actually happier about it that times have changed in that way where, groomers are kind of more focused on the grooming as opposed to trying to sell product and stuff like that. And nothing against selling product. If you choose to and you're into it and you're actually making some money and you're not hanging. Guy, I have leashes here for 30 years.
Yeah.
They're all sun colors. They have no color left.
Like that was green once. Now it's yellow.
Yeah. One side is like just a different color from the other right now because the leashes are just all sun dried and.
Yeah, like what are we supposed to do? Oh, I like this one. It's 2 colored. Yes, that's custom.
Yeah,
custom.
It's $9.95.
Yeah, that one's $9.95. It's custom made.
Yeah, I just give the leashes away.
Yeah, sell leashes.
I'm not going to, whatever. I'm not a good salesperson. I can't sell anything.
Well, you know what? Me neither. Let me tell you, I feel like guilty, and you're not doing anything wrong. What is that? Like when
me too.
Yeah, like when I did real estate, some of you guys know if you've been listening to us for a while, I did real estate for a couple of years, and it's like even when I would just do open houses, I always felt like I was up to something, and I'm not. I'm just doing an open house. Yeah, there's this and here's this and there's 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, but it's like I'm terrible at sales. It's like I don't know. It's weird. Like I always feel like guilty. I'm crooked and I'm not. But
yeah, I shouldn't be taking money for this.
Yeah, exactly.
No one should be good to me.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I feel the same thing. Like, at this point, like you just said, those leashes have been sitting on the wall for 30 years. And once in a while, we do get people But it's our own customers who've been coming to us forever.
Yeah.
And sometimes they'll say, oh, I want a new leash, and then they start looking through them. And it's just like, oh, how much is this? It's like, don't worry, but just take it.
Yeah.
You've been coming to our business for 10 years and I'm not going to charge you for this leash that is,
Here's take a nice faded neon orange lead.
Right. Okay. Exactly. Right. Like, no, just take it. It comes with the grooming.
Yeah. So
there's a good selling point. Anybody in the Colonia, New Jersey area, come on down to Grooming by Rudy. Free leash with every
free
grooming.
leash.
Honestly, I'm sick of looking at them. I want to get rid of them.
Yeah, and we got to get rid of them if we're going to do the move because I don't want to bring them to the new spot.
No.
But it's very exciting. We're excited. With any luck, it happens, and the new store looks beautiful. And we're going to show you guys. We're going to film it. We're going to document it all. And we're going to talk about it. And again, anybody out there that is designing a shop, let us know. Or if you want some pointers, because this is basically like my fourth shop, like I said, that I've designed. But I've never designed a shop with this amount of space in it. There's a lot of space, so that in a weird way, it's even harder because there is so much space. You have to try to utilize it in other ways. But again, we're going to be utilizing it with equipment and camera equipment and lighting and things like that. And also it allows Anthony and I to do the podcast a little differently. Also, we're going to have a nice little area where if I do have to go to the bathroom, I can, and maybe let Anthony babble a little.
I'm real excited about that.
Yeah. But, fun stuff. We're excited. Thank you guys for listening to us and being supportive. We really want to thank all of our YouTube listeners. We've gotten so much support in the past couple of months since we've been opened up again and allowed to work again. And we're just so fortunate. And all you other groomers out there that were allowed to open back up, I hope you guys are doing good and catching up, all that stuff. It's fun to be a groomer. And I'm really proud to be a groomer. And I think it's different. And you guys know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree with that. I take a lot of pride in what we do. And so do you. That it really shows.
Yeah, man, definitely. So let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll sum it up. And, we'll talk a little bit more about, building a dog grooming shop.
Hey everybody, it's Rudy and Anthony again, and since you are all such wonderful listeners, we are going to take a quick second to tell you about a lovely product that has come our way. One of the most common issues that we see in our grooming shop on a day-to-day basis is bad dental hygiene. And what if I told you one chew a day for happier, healthier dog years? If you're in the market for a dental treat that does more for your dog, Daily Dose is a 2-in-1 chew that pairs a daily dental scrub with powerful supplements to help with the biggest health concerns facing our dogs. Daily Dose was developed by vets to be simple to use and super effective. Plus, dogs love the taste.
As Anthony said, this is 2-in-1. It's dental hygiene and full body health, a concept that might be lost on Anthony, but it won't be lost on your dog. It's available in 4 benefits: skin health, heart health, joint health, and calming. We should all be so lucky to be able to chew on something that's actually good for us.
We've given out plenty of samples to our customers, and their dogs absolutely love it. So don't waste any time, guys. You're going to go to yourpetsdailydose.com, and for $3 off of your order, use promo code Groomer. That's yourpetsdailydose.com. Use promo code Groomer for $3 off of your order.
Let's talk pets.
Let's talk pets
On Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back to Groomer Humor on Pet Life Radio. We are your hosts. I'm Anthony Ray, hanging out with Padre Rudy V. And today, basically just kind of rambling on, talking about grooming shops and building them. And you said it right before we went to break, Dad, really makes you like what you do, and you really start to grow a new appreciation for what you do when you start to see how intricate building certain things in a grooming shop could be, how important the slightest things are. I don't even think we mentioned this at the beginning of the show, but me and you were talking about it before we started here. Like even something like cages, those, you got to be careful what cage set you pick. Some of them have those really high cages. Yeah, cages.
that you can't reach.
That you can't reach. And it's like you can, but it's like, you guys know the ones I'm talking about. It's like the two big ones on the bottom and then two mid-sized ones in the middle. And then like real up high, there's like the two or three tiny ones. Yeah. And it's like, those have always scared me. It's like, dude, we got to get on a ladder and go get the dog and then climb down with, I don't know. I don't like those. Those scare me.
Yeah. The good thing is that the modular cages that you can get now, like you can, again, just build your own cages. You don't have to get the complete, cage unit. So it's great. Again, it's a good point, Anthony, because it goes deep. As far as like the size of your cages, what kind of dogs you're grooming. Are you grooming large dogs? If you don't take large dogs, then you might, opt to get the smaller cages. And and again, it's just a big part of it. A lot goes into it. A lot goes into the cages. I think one of the most important things are make sure you have enough power. You're running clippers, you're running, dryers, you're running canine dryers, all that stuff. Just, it juices up, man. Especially if you have a busy day and you have a big giant, full coated golden doodle or something that somebody wants long. That dryer is going to be pumping for an hour, while you dry a dog. You know what I'm saying? And building a grooming shop, a lot goes into it. If you guys have any questions about it, please reach out to me. Like I said, I don't know it all, but I do know a lot. We've had a lot of experience with putting together our own grooming shops, and we've pretty much made them all successful. A few hiccups here and there, things we may not have thought of that, you say later, man, I should have put an outlet here, or maybe I got too high of cages, and what I mean? You're always going to run into something, but it's very simple. It's not a hard thing to do. And again, if you guys are starting a dog grooming business, in comparison to some other businesses, it doesn't really cost all that much either. I think that, depending on where you are, you could probably set up a nice grooming shop for, $25,000, something like that. And that's nice. That's with all brand new equipment and stuff like that. And don't quote me on it, but around there, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, do they make grooming tables the way ours are, the way you made ours? That spin?
Yes, they do. Everything's changed since, we've been doing this so long that we've watched the equipment change. You have to be really, really careful when you do buy a grooming table, because some of them with the hydraulic bottoms, they're not real sturdy, and they're really, really designed for small dogs. So if you are going to buy a grooming table and you're working on a lot of big dogs, you definitely want to get a nice solid base grooming table, maybe an electric one with footings on it. If you do get a hydraulic one, then you want one that's real heavy duty. And as a matter of fact, I build my grooming tables. I'm looking for that old style barber's chair with those old base bottoms, because they're very, very heavy and sturdy. You can actually put a big dog on them.
Yeah. Because whenever we look online or in a magazine or whatever, I feel like none of the grooming tables rotate. And that comes with some challenges, I guess, because some dogs get a little freaked out and you have to lock it anyway into place, because they do lock. But most of them are always like like stationary. Again, they're fine because those are very sturdy, but kind of like what I was saying about the tubs before, like the tubs are attached, so it's very important to get that right when you are starting a grooming shop. But the tables, the way our tables are, we have a lot of freedom because they rotate, so it's like we can really find good spots to put our grooming tables, line them up against the wall. But when they don't rotate, you have to do it a certain way. Is that making any sense? Like, you have to,
for sure,
you have to make sure it's not too into the corner, I guess, because you can't turn it. Like,
if your tables don't rotate, what has to happen is you have to have a dryer, a floor dryer that swings around the table. So I personally don't like that. So what I did was I created rotating tables that are very, very sturdy, so we can even put a big dog up, like I said. But because we can rotate them, our dryer can be in one spot. Rather than lugging the dryer around the table, we're just rotating the dog.
Right. And even with the rotating table, you still have to walk around the table yourself plenty of times, because obviously it's not a good idea to over rotate all the time, because then the dog's just going to be spinning around the room.
You don't want to spin around, but you don't want to spin around. When we say rotate, we mean just kind of angle him in a different angle, maybe 5 inches and slowly. And whenever we have a big dog, we both do it.
Yeah.
Anthony stands there. He drives one end of the dog. I drive the other end of the dog so that the dog has no chance of falling off the table or anything, as we've mentioned with safety and stuff like that. But again, a lot goes into it, and we're going to let you guys know how we're making out, where this is like the first time we're actually mentioning it. So with any luck, it does happen. And like we said, we're going to document it. We're going to show you what's happening, if anything happens at all. And if not, no harm, no foul. We just stay in our little tiny shop that we love, and I will just continue to knock my knees and not use the bathroom. So, just I have to go right now, and I can't because Anthony's just in there. So
sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
It's okay.
But it is exciting. And you guys, apologies to, and if you're listening on YouTube, you guys might have noticed a major influx in videos and posts. Like, we were posting very consistently, and then over the last 2 weeks or so, not much has come out. This is why we didn't say anything yet, because, I guess it's kind of like counting chickens before we hatch. We don't really, nothing's set in stone or anything yet. But that's why this requires a lot of thought. Even though it would be in the same strip mall, it still would be a very daunting task. And it's taken us a lot of brain power to come up with and design certain things on a whim. So we do have videos coming. So I just thank you guys for being so patient with us, because you guys have always been. And our channel, it's just sometimes we do go through these spells where it's nothing's coming out because I'm taking a little too long to edit or something like that. But you guys never leave. No. And we really, really appreciate that. You guys are the most patient community on YouTube, because we understand that you're waiting. But we have a very special video coming out that I'm going to be putting together. Something very interesting happened a couple of months ago. And not months ago, a couple of weeks ago, and you guys are really, really going to enjoy it. It might be a different species than the dogs and the cats that we're used to over here.
I wonder what animal it might be.
Could it be a winged animal?
A winged animal.
I said winged.
Okay.
We're done. I can't do this.
We're done. Guys, thank you for tuning in. Anybody out there doing their own shop, good luck to you. Wish us luck. Thank you so much.
Yeah. And definitely reach out to us if you need any pointers, because definitely my dad has done this a few times. But thanks so much for stopping by, guys. As always, we'd like to thank our producer, Mark Winter. Thank you so much, Mark. Talk about patience. If you haven't already, head on over to our YouTube channel. It's called Grooming by Rudy. That's Grooming by Rudy on YouTube.com. Leave a comment, share, and subscribe. We want to hear from all you guys. You could also Grooming by Rudy on Facebook. Follow Grooming by Rudy on Instagram and Twitter. It has been an absolute pleasure, as always. Until next time, take care of yourselves and your pets.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.